Welcome to Authentic with Brazil 201. I'm your host, Brazil 201, and on today's episode, we're going to talk about Tell Me Lies, Season 3, Episode 5. Baby, there's a shark in the water. And I gotta say, before I go into the whole recap and everything, I gotta ask people, because we all know someone like Steven in our real life, right? And I understand all the actors on this show are dating and banging each other in real life. It's very Riverdale, okay? And just like Riverdale, once the show ended, they all broke up. So I do not believe the actors of Lucy and Steven are going to stay together whenever Tell Me Life finally ends. And obviously, the show is not going to end for a while because the show is like one of the top watch shows on Hulu. And I don't want it to end, right? Like I enjoy it, and eventually we're gonna have to do both, get to the 2015 timeline, maybe we time jump even forward, whatever. I enjoy the hot mess of a show this is, and I mean hot mess isn't as everyone on the show is very attractive except for Steven, but I do not understand why people think Steven is attractive. I knew a white trash guy like Steven who did all this shit, and, like, Steven is the only character I think on television I actively am rooting for to get murdered. Like, I want him murdered. I want him to get murdered by one of the hunting party crazy serial killers, okay? Like, this man just needs to get beaten the shit out of and all of it. So, we're gonna start at the beginning. We're officially at the halfway point of season 3, I believe. I think we're getting 10 episodes, right? Or is it 9? I have no idea. But anyway, this is the episode where everything starts, like, rolling together. Nothing's kind of exploding together, but you can tell the cinder blocks is about to happen. And you can feel, like, the rods heading in across the board. So, last episode in the 2015 timeline, there was this bomb that Steven knows about Bree and Wrigley, which means, of course, the question is not if he's going to use it because he was a fucking asshole. It's how cruel he plans to be when he does use it. Um, the episode opens up with Steven getting the fat envelope from Yale Law School. Somehow he got into Yale, whatever, but it's '09. This is, I guess, before, all the Ivy Leagues became anti-white men. Shame. Shame we didn't have the progressive values in '09 to not let a white guy like this to get into the Yale Law School, but whatever. Um, he tries to call Sadie to share the news, but she's still icing him out, which, of course, why everyone should learn to, like, not talk to Stephen, but I can't believe he's there at the fucking wedding in 2015. So he pivots and he calls Wrigley instead, who is less interested in throwing Stephen a parade. Um, Stephen, goes to the library and he sits next to this random girl and he starts flirting. I do not know why people think Stephen is attractive because he's not. Because anyway, Stephen needs validation in the way, like, I need my Starbucks. Um, with the Yale acceptance, he's trying to prove to, like, a stranger, I guess, so, like, "Hey, I got into Yale." Anyway, Diana we then go to Diana, who's in the abortion clinic, when her father texts her that she got the giant box from Yale Law, which shows, oh god, they're both gonna go to Yale. They're 2 people on the same track, different moral directions. Good for Diana getting that abortion and boarding Steven's demon baby. Fuck Steven. At Evan's place, Bree wakes up there and they decide to, like, rekindle their relationship in, like, a secret, which lasts about 10 minutes because Steven shows up and cashes them together, and, of course, Steven's gonna tell everyone because Steven is a piece of shit. Lucy catches up with Alex, and I still think Alex is my favorite character because Alex is kind of basic. I swear to God, who writes on the show because they're writing Alex as if Alex is me because he's doing everything I would do. Okay, but Alex is like suddenly like gentle and he's emotionally aware and he knows about the Chris assaulting Lucy and he's concerned that their rough sex might be hurting her. Lucy shuts down real quick because she doesn't want to be seen as a fragile little white girl, even though like she's like spiraling out of fucking control. Steven goes out to the bar with Evan and Wrigley, and he refuses to let the night end. Wrigley yells at Steven because you're sleeping in the fucking dorm room that my brother died in. And Steven is like, "Wait, do you think that's weird?" And everyone's like, "Yes, it's fucking weird. This is where I have to say, why does no one fucking murder Steven?" And Steven's like, "I didn't think it's weird. I mean, I wasn't in the couch when he died." I fucking hate Steven so much. Anyway, the next day, Pippa checks on Diana and be like, "How was the abortion?" And then she's like, "I got into Yale." And then everybody's getting into Yale because apparently whatever fucking school they go to. Everyone can get into Yale Law School. Um, Pippa then hangs out with Rickley and Bree, and Bree asked about Lucy because she's worried Lucy isn't being honest about the Chris assault situation, which is correct because Lucy isn't processing like anything. Then we're at a pool party, and Bree and Wrigley are skipping it, and Pippa asks Wrigley to drive Bree into town. Right? If I'm right. At the party, at the pool party, Stephen flirts with the library girl, Tegan, and he manipulates his way to do like chicken with them with her and Evan. And at the drive to New Jersey, Bree tells Wrigley, what is it called? No, Wrigley's like, I'll drive you the entire way. You don't have to wait at a bus station in the cold. It's a 3-hour drive, whatever. Back to the pool party, Molly confronts Evan about the relationship. Evan doesn't care at all. And what is it called? Diana says to Molly, Evan is your Steven, which is a great line. Then in New Jersey, Bree talks to her mom. By the way, the actress who plays her mom, super fucking hot. Very young though. Like, cause if Bree's 21, the mom looks has to be what, 30 something. I guess if she was like a 13-year-old kid, person who had the kid or whatever. Um, the conversation's fun. Bree learns a lot what she believed growing up was incomplete. That her grandmother kicked her mom out when she got pregnant and restricted her access to Bree or that. And it kind of readjusts Bree's entire childhood because she doesn't remember a lot. Wrigley waits outside and then joins them. Bree invites her mom to her photograph exhibit, and even takes her photo, and then talks of summer plans ashore and very New Jersey stuff. Back at the party, Pippa tells Lucy that another girl found a bucket of urine outside her room, just like Lucy did. And Lucy never told anyone about the bucket of urine on her. So this feels important. Chris confronts Lucy in the pool. And I thought this was like a hallucination thing, but apparently it's real, right? And she causes a scene, raising her voice. It's uncomfortable. In the show, it's very uncomfortable in the same way as Stephen recording the video about the sexual assault thing. Pippa and Diana hook up in the bathroom. Molly interrupts. Oh, and then driving back from New Jersey, Bree admits she never learned how to swim. Wrigley pulls over at the pool, teaches her, and they almost kiss. And you can kind of see this is where like the Wrigley Bree relationship will begin soon. The next day, Stephen and Diana compare their Yale acceptances. Diana tells him she will attend literally any other law school just to avoid him. Good shit, Diana. Bree tells Wrigley she's officially back with Evan. And then we have the worst moments of the episode. Steven's alone in his room, scrolling through intimate photos of Diana on his computer, and you can see the idea forming that he wants to hurt her and ruin her future. And Lucy's alone in her room, listening to an old voicemail, Steven screaming at her, degrading her while she touches herself. And then she quietly removes it. This like tells Lucy he's not okay at all. And that's episode 5. And yeah, there we go.